Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of TRB Collectibles. My name's Tom and I will be your guide through this estate sale. Let's begin with Rate the Restroom with Tom. I couldn't even tell that this was a bathroom. There's a Christmas tree in the bathtub. The shower is full of random things, and there were stacks of stuff everywhere. If I had to rate this restroom compared to other ones that we've seen, it would get a 0 out of 10 because functionally, I don't know how you would use it. Let's talk about the layout of this estate sale. This is just a small example of what the rest of the house looked like. There was stuff everywhere. I mean everywhere. There's a Christmas tree in the bathtub. There was no rhyme or reason as to why certain items were in certain rooms. Today is day 3 of the estate sale, so there are a lot of factors going into this. First thing you can consider, is this a hoarder's house? I wouldn't think it would be. There's a lot of stuff, though, that this person owned, but I don't think they laid it out like this. Was it the estate sale company just pulling things out to lay it out for display? I think it's a little bit of that. But today's also day 3 of this estate sale. So I think over the last 2 days, people that have come to buy at this estate sale have pulled things out and really haven't put them away or brought them from room to room. So I think it's a combination of the last two between the estate sale company and the people who were buying. So I went back to my original tendencies, digging for profit. This whole box was filled with empty plastic bags. And based on what I was seeing and how it was laid out, people before me had pulled out everything out of every which way. So I really had to dig to find some profit at this estate sale. This backgammon set seemed to be okay, but it did have a little bit of mold on it. I found electrical cords at the bottom. Potentially it could go to a phone or a laptop, but no, it was just extension cords. It was very plain stuff. It was very hard to also get out of this room without tripping. I was determined to find profit though, so I kept going. And the further I kept going, the more interesting the rooms became, and the stuff just was literally everywhere. So I made it to the office portion of the house, hoping I could find 1 or 2 small electronics, maybe a calculator. Hopefully I'd get lucky. I just kept looking in all the boxes and all the bins and in the desk and looking for remotes. And this estate sale company actually prices their stuff pretty fairly. So I was surprised that a lot of this stuff was still here. I think it was just a lot of plain stuff though. Did you see it? No? I mean, it's been a little while. Do you remember the American Online CDs that you would install into your computer so you would get free internet for a short period of time? They were everywhere. In the comments down below, let me know if you used the free American Online CDs to get internet time. Now, the ground floor of this house was a lot better than the top floor. It was because I could actually walk through it. There was still a lot of stuff, though. I did find my favorite category, media, but there were no DVDs and Blu-rays. There was only cassettes and VHS tapes. Now, I know what you're thinking. Tom, really? You're looking up VHS and cassette tapes? Nobody buys those anymore. You're wasting your time. Well, from someone who has sold a lot of cassette VHS tapes and made a really decent profit, I'd recommend looking them up. Now, not every one of them is worth it, but the ones that you do find to that one buyer could potentially be worth a really decent amount of profit. So go ahead, try next time to look one up. You never know what you might find unless you look it up. and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Do you remember classic 80s, early 90s exercise videos? Specifically Richard Simmons sweating to the oldies? You've probably seen it at your local estate sale. And if you have, you've probably walked right by it. Now, I'm not saying that every one of them is worth it, but you would be surprised. I used to pass by exercise DVDs, Blu-rays, VHS tapes all the time. And a lot of the sealed ones, people still want to buy. Yeah. I've actually made a really decent profit lately off of picking up exercise workout DVDs, Blu-rays, and VHS tape. Richard Simmons is one to look for, but make sure that they're sealed. Not every used one will be worth it, more so the new ones. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's episode, please be sure to click that like button. And if you have some extra time, check out some of these other episodes. Thanks!